The #1 ranked player of the universe right now.
That's a good start with a lob serve, almost ace.
Yeah, I think that definitely surprised Jack. I think that was the last thing he was expecting Kane to do coming out of the gates.
Kane had some great drive serves last night. Jack also played very well. A point called. Jack played as good last night as I've seen him play in a long time against Crowther. Very solid, very fundamental, and had some great gets and some great shots. Russ, what do you expect to see in this great match? A lot of people nationally think that the next person to beat Kane in a match is Jack Huczek.
Well, that's a possibility. Jack's been playing real good of late. He had a slow start this year. He's playing real good. He has beaten Kane 5 times in his career, and I expect Jack to come out pretty strong today and give Kane a run for his money.
That ball skipped.
For everyone's information out there, Kane Waselenchuk has won the last 18 tournaments that he has entered and is on a 77-match win streak. So Jack is an underdog, a pretty big underdog today.
Jack goes back over in the far left-hand side of the box. A high Nick lob to the backhand side. Kane goes cross court and puts it down. Nice shot from Kane, the #1 ranked player in the world. A lot of people say Kane is the best player of all time. It's kind of hard to say no to that. You know, he's only in with 2 or 3 different people. However, he's definitely the most dominant player of all time. Kane with a drive there. There's a bomb. Oh, and Kane gets tied up and skips the ball off his shoe. Mitch Williams joins us now. Mitch, I know you've been looking forward to this matchup all day long. How do you see things going here in this match?
Yeah, it's definitely extremely difficult to pick anybody but Kane in a situation where, you know, Jack, as Russ said, has absolutely nothing to lose. He's beat him more than anybody on tour has ever beat him. So you got to consider the fact that he's probably the next one to beat him if there is one. I mean, just by looking at a statistical record. You know, it's just a situation where Jack's had the ability to, you know, he's been up, won games, been up in the matches, and had the ability to go up 2-0 or 2-1 on them. I mean, what is it, 2-1 or what was it, 2-1 in San Diego, right?
No, Jack won the first game and he was up 8-3 the second, but wound up losing him 4.
And what happened at the Open? It's another situation where I think he was like 1-1 with him, and then was up big in the third game, and then just the wheels kind of came off. So Jack knows he's there. It's just a matter of putting it all together for a whole match.
Jack serving at 3 serving 2 rather. Oh, and Kane almost from the seat of his pants. It's a backhand at 39 feet. Jack anticipates it, but comes up short.
No, I think what's going to happen is you're just going to see Kane bear down on these concrete courts and just kind of take that serve.
3 serving 2.
You know, and this might be the place to play Kane because this is the last place that he lost, so it might just be in his head. I mean, if you're looking for something to talk about, yeah.
He lost on the same court 2 years ago to Alvaro Beltran. Jack looking sharp.
Jack is looking very good. He did look sharp also in San Diego. He's played Kane very well this year. Kane, if you look at, you know, pretty much his past history over the last 2 or 3 years, though, it seems as though he always starts the first game off a little slow and gets tighter and tighter and tighter. I've always said he's like a boa constrictor. The first game, he kind of comes through and he gets better and tighter through the match, executing better shots, especially when pushed by some of the best players in the world. Jack, the #4 ranked player right now.
And Jack, being a former #1 player in the world, knows how it is to win. So he knows what to do to win. It's just a matter if he could do it.
We'd mentioned Kane has won every pro stop that he's played in this year. He has only missed 1, and that was in Chihuahua. Jack started off the season with some tough losses. You know, lost in the round of 16 in Kansas, lost in the round of in the quarterfinals in Cali. 2 serves 5.
Well, Jack still has a good seed. He has the number 4 seed, so if the seeds hold true, he will always meet Kane in the semifinals, just like now. But Mitch, Kane seems to sense that Jack's coming out strong. So I seen Kane actually playing a little harder than he usually does in his first game.
Yeah, he looks a little more focused, not joking around, laughing with the crowd like he typically can. And it looks like he's here and means business, and he's going to need to because, as you said, Jack does look really crisp and sharp and has all tournament.
There's our first broken ball of the match. I have a feeling there may be a few more with Kane hitting at about 170.
They just disintegrated a pin ball right there.
Hello to Lisa and Lauren watching back in New York.
Oh, do you know who Lisa and Lauren are?
Lisa and Lauren are the wife and daughter of one of the greatest players of all time, Sudsy Huczek. Jack tied up, hit a good shot there on the runs, got that. Kane's going to get this, though. Down the line, there's Jack up top. We got a great rally on our hands, ladies and gentlemen, as Kane goes cross court, and Jack's got that one. Off the back wall, Jack jumps over that. The crowd loves this action. We'll see some of that on the head instant replay cam in just a few moments. I can guarantee that.
You could tell Lisa and Lauren, John Scott, we'll see them next week at the Syosset Health Club in Syosset, Long Island.
Set up for Jack on the backhand side, goes with a reverse pinch. Kane re-pinches the pinch, comes out ahead on that one, puts the ball down.
And how quickly Jack had a great start in this. Kane just closed the gap.
And he's down 6-5.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, and it's just so frustrating because, you know, it's how quickly he can flip that switch and just turn it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
It's not like Jack played bad, just Kane elevated his game.
Yeah. Kane scores points in bunches. He goes for about a lot of bottom board stuff as opposed to Rocky Carson and Ben Croft in the previous game. They played a little safer unless they have a real setup.
Yeah, no, both of these players are a lot more aggressive, shoot a lot more balls than the other match we just watched earlier.
You know, Kane is a lot of things, and he's able to hit the gas. Seems like 2 or 3 minutes ago, it was, what, 6-2 or something like that, and now, or 5-2, and now Kane is up 5 or 6, actually 7. 7-5. In the corner. Jack taking a timeout. Timeout on the court gives us time to say hello to our friends at Lawler Sports. Lawler Sports, the official stringer of the IRT network. LawlerSports.com. Been in the stringing business for 35 years. We're going to have a, I got 7 things going on at once here. We're going to have a preview with Fran Davis and Dave Ellis. Fran and Dave, we've got a great women's match coming up right after this. Tell us about what we're going to see.
Well, we're going to see, Franny, we're going to see a couple of matches. We've got, interestingly enough, the repeat of the national championship of the United States in our first match. That's Ronda Rousey versus Cheryl Godinez. And then in the second match, we got a repeat of the Mexican national championship, Paola Longoria against Samantha Salas. What do you think? What are you seeing, Franny, with Cheryl and Ronda?
Well, I think, unfortunately, I think Ronda is coming off of being sick. She has had bronchitis or pneumonia or something like that. I think that's a great advantage for Cheryl. But both of these gals bring the best out in each other. So there's no question about that it's going to be a tough, tough match out there because they both rise to the occasion of playing their best racquetball, you know, when they leave, both of them leave it right out on the court.
Yeah, interestingly enough, they've kind of become closer as friends. They've been doing a couple things together. I know they did an exhibition in Chicago. It's pretty interesting. I know Ronda's coming off her cold, or she's actually has a pretty serious cold. And other than that, I'd pick Rhonda for sure. She's just having a great year. Year to date, she's 200 points in first place. And I'm going to go ahead and go with Rhonda. You got Cheryl. So we'll have some fun watching that. We'll preview the next match a little bit later.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach Ellis. Got some great action coming up. Stay right here. Back to the action at 9, serving 5.
And we're looking at pretty much possibly a 10-0 run right here from Kane. Wasn't he down 0-5 or 1-5 to start this match, I think it was? Yeah, now you're looking at first game point, and Kane just quickly reversed the fortune and the momentum of this game for
10
Jack.
serving 5 now. Kane with an opportunity. There's a drive Z serve. Oh, nice shot from Jack. Able to stay patient. Puts that ball down. 5 serving 10. It's amazing how Kane hit the gas and just took off. 6 or 7 points in a row. Jack with a drive serve. Goes cross court.
And it always starts with his ability to hit in a really effective drive serve and get into really easy 3-shot rallies. And then, as Russ said, the points just go quickly. Before you know it, 5 or 6 points have rattled off, and you've lost all the momentum that you gained earlier in the game.
He doesn't set up too many points. He serves and kills.
3-shot rally after 3-shot rally.
And there you go. The first game goes to Kane after being down 5-2. He comes back and wins 11-5. And this match is only 13 minutes old. Quick work from the #1 player in the world. We're going to take another commercial break in just a second. But first, the head instant replay cam. As we make the switch over to that. Slowing down the action. Look at the footwork from Kane, how he crosses over and gets great racket control. It's interesting how many times Kane hits the ball with his hand or knee or backside on the ground. Instant replays made possible by Head. You're taking a look at the Head instant replay cam. Kane shoots that under the jumping feet of Jack Huczek. Thanks a lot to Head for providing the instant replay cam. More great racquetball action coming your way as we are live in California for the 2011 Coast to Coast Computer Products California Open. This is the IRT Network. All right, back to the action. Great shot there from Kane. Talking with Russ Menino between games, he said that Jack's probably not going to score 5 more points in any game. He says that's the most he's going to score. There's a bomb into the corner. The ball looked like it skipped. Oh, Brad says it was good that it looked like it. Yeah, it looked like it skipped from here. Maybe ball sounded like it was broke. It's not, though.
That's 1 of 5.
No, just single games.
There's 2.
I think Nino's going to be wrong.
That
on
chicken
this
teriyaki looking good here at the club.
I actually predict that Jack is going to win this game.
one. Really?
Yes, I do.
Wow. Well, there you go.
Now he's getting bold.
As Pablo goes for his wallet.
He worked for the IRT network. He didn't have much in there. A lot of receipts for me. High lob, Nick serve. Kane goes down the line. Jack's right there. Puts it down once again.
Jack looking good this game. Came out sharp. Will prove me very smart if he does win this game. And John Scott, not so smart.
Equipment timeout for a glove.
Thanks.
3 serving 0 on the Echelon scoreboard. 3 serving 0. She served to Kane's backhand. Kane with the splat, but Jack's right there.
Well, John, I think you're in trouble here.
I didn't make that. That's what Russ was saying.
Oh, I'm very rarely wrong, you know. Just ask my children.
It's funny, the older I got, the smarter my parents got. I don't know what happened there. Jack over on the far left-hand side. High, Nick lob.
That's a great serve.
3-wall shot. Kane tracks that down between the legs. That's a great get from Kane. Jack now with a setup down the line. Five serving 0.
Well, Jack came out after getting beat the first game and showed why he's the former #1 player in the world. He just adjusted his game. Had some good drive serves, and it's up 5-0 on Kane Waselenchuk. Jack gonna probably nick him. High lob to Kane's backhand.
There's a high lob, misses to Nick.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting? Jack's game hasn't really changed. Just Kane just elevated his game at the beginning of, or in the midway through the first game, and he's kind of in a more of a roller coaster than Jack. Jack seems to be flat line, playing just really steady ball, and Kane's kind of dropped off again as he kind of started the first game. And we'll see if we get one of those patented Kane runs where he goes and strings 5 or 6 points together.
Jack with an opportunity to go 7-up, but 6-0 is all he can get, and let's see how fast Kane could score points.
Interesting there. You know, Jack's very rarely missing a second shot. Yeah, he, with the exception of that last one, I believe he flat rolled every second shot he had from 1 to 6. Kane now in the center of the box, probably going to the right-hand side, no to the left. Puts that ball down, he's on the board. 1 serving 6.
Another 3-shot rally,
Yeah,
Mitch Williams.
Yeah, that's how he scores points, and that's why all of a sudden the momentum can quickly disappear from players because it's just effortless. There's another 3-shot rally. Almost.
There's
5
an
shots.
amazing shot.
The third shot gave him the next shot. So
While we're doing predictions, I'm going to say that Jack will take a timeout before he serves again.
it'll be a few more points in.
I know, but before he serves again, I'll take a timeout. See how smart I'm not. Ball skipped. Oh, it's good. I just got robbed by Charlie Pratt.
I actually thought it was good, John Scott.
Didn't realize that Jason Thorner was upstairs refereeing. He must have come out of retirement. Jack in the box serving at 6 serving 2. That's a good Z serve.
It's
Side out called.
so tough for Jack to do. For Jack to want to win a game, he's got to capitalize on those opportunities. They're not going to get any easier than that.
And he actually should have moved his feet a little and reverse pinched that shot instead of going down the line.
It looked like, talking about moving his feet, he just kind of hit the ball and it froze or something, but Kane was right there for the re-kill, and so was Jack.
That's a big opportunity for Jack.
Kane with a big opportunity on the forehand side, goes opposite corner, 2-bounce call. Three serving 6 on the Echelon scoreboard. Kane in the center of the box, bringing the heat to the right-hand side. Jack fights that one off. Kane steps, big step and big skip. Kane comes up short 6-3 in favor of Jack Huczek, who lost his first game 11-5. High lob serve. Kane steps to the backhand side. Jack got that one behind his back. I think Kane goes opposite corner. Nice shot, Kane. Waselenchuk. 3 serving 6. Mitch, I remember asking you last year, I think it was in Sarasota when Kane was playing, about a weakness. I said, you know, we always talk about what he does great, but if you had to say his weakness, what would you say is his weakness?
Take a while to think about that, Mitch.
Yeah, I mean, you're loading a question here for me. There's not a win-win answer. But
well, that's why I asked you.
No, you know, he's not really had, and it's going to be very difficult for a lot of players to do, but he's never had no current players really are going toe-to-toe with him, getting in his face, not laughing with him on the court, making it kind of like a backyard brawl in a sense, and just giving him a punch, hitting him in the mouth again. You know, kind of that football analogy. When you get hit in the mouth, how do you respond? And, you know, and Jack hit him in the mouth the first game. Kane responded with, you know, basically a 10-1 run or 11-1 run. And then it's kind of the same situation. Jack hit him in the mouth again in the second game, and we're going to see kind of how Jack can finish, or can he continue to counterpunch. And it's just, I think it's more of a psychological thing that the players got to do now is a weakness, and just believe that you can go out there and beat the guy. He's human. He's going to be susceptible. He's going to have bad days. But in terms of a game thing, I mean, I think that there's not really one thing. His backhand strong, his forehand strong. He seems to return serve well on both sides. But, you know, I haven't watched him play a whole bunch this year because I've been on the bottom half of the draw. And, you know, if I got to play him in the finals, great. You know, that's kind of how I looked at it. I would take that then. But it's just, you know, I haven't really watched him a lot. I don't know what you think, Russ. What do you think is a weakness?
Well, obviously he doesn't have too many weaknesses, but he's been intimidating a lot of people with his serve, and so nobody's getting to really see his weakness. So I think with the new 2-serve rule, these players like Rocky Carson, yourself, Chris Crowthers have to improve their 2 serves and drive serve both serves, not give him a chance to set up, because if he sets up, he's too good.
Yeah, the lob serve's not the answer. I mean, it's been proven over the last 2.5 years. You're going to lob serve, and basically you're donating a setup. It's about as routine as practice.
Well, we were talking about Kane. There was encroachment called on Jack. Mitch, why don't you explain what encroachment is?
Yeah, it's real simple. It's when your opponent serves the ball, that dotted line on the court, you just want to make sure that you don't cross the line and throw the ball back with any part of your racket or body. It's more of a safety thing, and so that the players aren't encroaching and hitting another player with a racket and stuff like that with the serve. It's a call that's probably not called as frequently as it should be. It's one of those it's such a judgment call, a lot like Hinders.
Right, and it gets called very seldomly, but at least on the Pro Tour, Charlie Pratt knows what it is and just called it right there. Jack could use a point right now, which will put that proverbial pressure on Kane for this game. One more point we'll see what Kane's really made of if he wants to win this game.
Yeah, it puts him at that 8 mark. That 8-9 mark is it starts to change the way you think. But
7-4, I believe.
Yep.
That was a good serve by Jack, and just a better return.
And that's what Jack needs to do. I mean, there's going to be situations where you're going to hit good serves, and the guy's just going to hit a better shot. And it's mentally you're going to have to just stay the course and ride that out and see how the end result plays out. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, that looked like a clean ace.
Going to take a look at that in just a second.
Well, maybe the way to beat Kane is to get some bad calls from the referee.
Yeah.
Going to take a look at that again on head, instant replay. And just a moment, see if we can catch whether or not it was short. Oh, wow, comes up short there.
Yeah, and you know, I think this situation, as you said, Russ, you think Jack's going to win this second game, and it's going to be a good example to see where Jack's been in this position before. How is he going to, if he does win the second game, how is he going to approach the third game?
We'll rewind it again.
Build
Everything in reverse.
to
Here it
win
goes.
that game and to stay the course and not be almost not scared to win, but be able
Looked
to
like
capture that moment.
Well, Jack
Looked
took
like an ace
a
from
page
here,
from
says
Kane's
Jason
book
Menino.
where he did a a three-shot rally and just pinched the return to serve.
It looks, you know, watching Jack last night with Chris, it looks like he's extremely aggressive. You know, it looks like he's hitting less ceiling balls and he's willing to get in a rally getting fest. And he can't do that, though, and skip balls. That was, yeah, it definitely skipped right off his racket.
Yeah, that was a bad unforced error by Jack.
He's had two of them in this game. The one in the middle of the court, those would have been 2 3-shot rallies that he could have ended with points.
Kane with a drive, serve to the backhand, forehand side rather. Jack skips that one in the box. 5 serving 8. Into the corner once again. Kane goes up top. Jack has a set up off the glass. Oh, and Kane's a little slow in getting to it.
Eight serving 5. Jack Huczek drive serving.
Short serve.
This is where you'd like to see Jack either hit a drive Z to Kane's backhand or another drive serve, and it looks like he's going down to do that, which is a good mental approach from Jack.
Had a
wow,
there's a nice shot.
But no, Jack had an opportunity there. That down the line that he hit with his backhand just checked up on the side wall, but it's not a shot that Jack can't make moving forward. So he has to be positive and like that result.
Jack did everything right. Kane just showed you one of the reasons why he's better than everyone else with those very soft hands.
5 serving 8. Had an email that just came in asking about where can somebody, or where do we recommend getting some of the headgear like these players have. Oh, there's a skip ball. A couple different places. Obviously, Racquetball Warehouse would be a great start. Jump on Racquetball Warehouse's website at racquetballwarehouse.com. Or you can go to lawlersports.com or pinchshot.com. 3 advertisers here on the IRT network at the 2011 Coast to Coast Computer Products California Open. Check them out online at coasttocoast.com. It's hard to say coast to coast.
9 serving 5.
9 serving 5.
As my prediction is looking better and better. And that was lunch for everybody here in the booth.
In the booth, nice, John.
I'm the only one in the booth. You guys are sitting in the bleachers.
Company card it, no worries.
That looks like a 2-bouncer
for Jack.
Jack's going to probably yell at Charlie after this. Oh, it comes up short, yeah. Kane takes a timeout. There's a good timeout call. And during this timeout, we want to thank our friends at Racquetball Warehouse.
5 serving 9, Kane takes a timeout.
Racquetballwarehouse.com, your home for great racquetball equipment. Let's take a...
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't come back to haunt Jack, because that should be 10-5. That's one of those calls where those, you know, the 9-5 points, 8-9 points we talked about where one bad call can really affect things. The bad calls really don't affect the 2-3 things and stuff like that, but that's one of those situations where that could maybe come back to haunt Jack, and that'd be unfortunate if it did.
Keep it right here, Pablo, as we take a look at that serve in reverse. Here's the bounce. That's very close right there. It looks like it bounced across the line. the head instant replay cam there. Let's get the mic and let's take a quick preview. I know we've only got about 30 seconds here, but let's talk about the second match.
Yeah, the second semi, Franny. We just talked about the first between Ronda and Cheryl. Between Paola and Samantha, teammates on the Mexican national team, they're going to be going at it in our second semi. What do you think?
And not only are they both from Mexico, they won the world championships. They beat Amy and Jackie this year. So they're also teammates on the team, and they're also teammates as a doubles team. But in terms of what we're going to see, Paola has beaten Samantha, the last 10 or 15 times they've played. I think she has a pretty good handle on her game. I think Samantha's going to have to step up to the plate and really play extremely well to take Paola out of her rhythm. But I predict Paola will win, and I hope it's a close match, but the last time it was in 3.
Yeah, I know you're Paola's coach, and I'm not sure about that statement about you hoping it's a close match. But anyway, it would be more entertaining. But Samantha's just having a great year. She's number 3 year to date. She's come on. She won her first tournament in Olympia, Washington, and she seems like she's getting stronger. She took out a tough Angela Gersar earlier today, and maybe 12, 13, 14 points total. Samantha seems to be getting better every week.
Yeah,
she's in great shape. I'll agree with you. I'll go with Paola.
Yeah, and definitely the most improved player on the WPRO, no doubt about it, Samantha.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, let's go back to John and the crew here.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach Ellis and Coach Davis. Back to the action. There's a great serve. Kane retreats back. Let's see if he takes advantage. Wow! That's an amazing shot, taking advantage of a timeout off a great drive serve and puts the ball flat down over on the left-hand side.
I hate saying this, but I think that call is going to come back and hurt Jack. I really do. I think Kane's rejuvenated, and these are going to be 2 quick points probably. And, it's such a different outcome, and it's unfortunate because that's a situation where Jack could have, and I hope that doesn't happen, but I have just a sick feeling down in my stomach that it's going to happen.
Kane serving it. Kane at 7-9 now. Jack fights that one off the wall. Kane goes cross court. Out of the way. No hinder call. Jack's going to be mad if it doesn't end out with him. Oh, look at him. Understandably so. A little bit of congestion right there.
Eight serving 9.
8 serves 9. There's a bomb. Jack skips it before it hits Kane. 9-9. Nine serving 9.
As Jack with 18 bad calls in a row.
Yes.
9 serving 9. Kane's going to come up with a big serve right here, probably right back over to the Z serve. I waited. There's a big setup for Jack's forehand. Kane from the knees puts it down. So what do you think about that? A jam serve and Z serve are very, very much the same thing, says Jason Menino.
It's been a long day for you in the booth, John. It's all right.
All right, here we go. 10 serving 9. There's almost an ace. Big
Jack.
setup. Oh,
Yeah.
A break for you, Zach. Keep quiet once.
Just so you guys know,
Russ is heckling the player.
Kane was just telling Russ to sit down, and Russ starts heckling while he's on the microphone. There's a short serve.
I think this is a situation where Jack needs to stay away from the Z serve and just go for one. He needs a point really bad.
He's going for the Z though.
Kane comes back, he's got a big forehand shot, puts it down. Nice shot from Kane. Rocky Carson watching. Checking out the great action. Rocky with an interesting shirt. Evidently his grandmother's curtains also doubling as a shirt tonight. You should see that thing. Wow. Ten serving, 9 second serve. Oh, there's a skip, and Jack is down 2 games to 1, or 2 games to none, rather. Game number 3 coming up in just a moment, but we're going to take a quick commercial break as we are live at the 2011 Coast to Coast Computer Products California Open, coastcoast.com. Thank you so much for your support. More great racquetball action coming your way as we are live on the IRT network.
Booyah! Take good care of this one.
Looks like your best one yet.
All right, welcome back. Kane is up 2 games to none over the number 4 ranked player in the world, Jack Huczek. These two played last year, except it was in the finals here at this tournament. That's a good shot from Jack. Jack beat Rocky Carson here last year in 5 great games, and then played Kane in the finals. Kane won in 3. Kane wants a screen serve. If you're just new to the Kane Waselenchuk bandwagon, if you haven't already heard, you know, games are best 3 out of 5. And last season, the 2009-2010 season, Kane went through the entire season losing only 3 games. The entire year, the entire season, just lost 3 games. And that is phenomenal if you think about it. I'm not sure that that's ever been done.
He's also on an 18 tournament winning streak. Hasn't lost in 2 years.
Kane up top. Jack's going to shoot this off the back glass, but sails it a little bit. Kane's going to come back, shoot this on the forehand side off the glass. Jack goes left, the ball goes right, and Kane's in the box. 1 serving 0. Zero serves 1. High lob. Good shot there. What does Mitch? What does Jack need to do to try to get back in this match? You know, he's completely capable of doing it. He has knocked off Kane several times in the past. It's just been a long time. But what does he need to do to try to take a game and stay alive in this match?
No, I think absolutely nothing. I think he's got a good game plan. He's getting setups and he's getting in situations where he's successful. It's just, you know, obviously that bad call right there I think hurt him in the second game, but he has a good game plan. He's putting pressure on Kane. It's just he's coming up and getting some unlucky breaks, and he's not doing anything wrong. Kane's coming up with the goods when he needs it. That's plain and simple the answer.
He's also got to get that first serve in because Kane just crushes his lob serve.
Yeah, there should be no more lob serves. I mean, it's very evident when he came up and he's feeling very confident. Kane on the short hop backhand, just re-kill right down the line. I mean, thing barely bounced.
There's a good head fake. Kane comes charging. Racquetball's hitman once again goes one way. Kane goes the other. Jack has his own website at hitmanracquetball.com. Ball sails just a little bit long.
And what racket is Jack playing with, John?
Looks like Jack has the head royal flush with ashway green strings in it.
And
strung at 32.5 pounds.
And what racket is Kane Waselenchuk playing with?
The KM 750.
700.
700. he upped it by 50. There's an ace. Kane serving at 2, serving 1. Dry serve. That's a great serve. It looked like it was going to go long and just started dying, almost like a knuckleball at the end.
And Kane even won the point and was upset because he missed that serve, and he told himself, come on now. And I just read his lips there off that serve. And it's a situation where he's frustrated, even though he got an easy point. He's frustrated that he didn't hit that serve as cleanly as he liked.
Yesterday, Kane played 6 games in the round of 16 and the quarterfinals. Good diving get. Pick up that thought in just a second. Jack goes cross court. Kane, did he get it? Yes, he got a great shot. Oh, wow, and Kane goes to the right spot. Knows he chose right, but Jack had a good shot. Yesterday in 6 games, Kane ended 50% of them with ace serves. Taking on Andy Hawthorne and Chris Odegaard. That ace, well, you guys were here. He had that serve coming to the left or to the right-hand corner, just bombing it all day long.
And I think Jack's making that more difficult for himself than he needs to. I think that ball's going to come off the back wall, and it's just a situation where if he spins, he can maybe box Kane out a little bit. I think he's just forcing that ball a little too much, Russ. I mean, it looks like he's pressing right now.
I think he wanted to end the rallies a little sooner.
Kane trying to get over to it. Jack did a good job creating space, putting Kane back behind him.
I could make another prediction if I'm real hungry.
All right, let's make a prediction then, because so far you owe me lunch and a pack of crackers. I don't think so. I think I won that. Russ's prediction was that Jack was going to win the second game. Last I checked, he was wrong. You know what they call it when Russ is wrong on predictions? Saturday.
We're laughing at you right now, not with you.
I know, that's what's fun.
Well, I'm going to make another prediction.
Okay.
Jack Huczek will win this game.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, are we on the air?
Russ, you're on a vicious cycle, spiraling down right now.
I think Jack can win this, but Kane has yet to lose a game 3 in 6 years. He hasn't lost game number 3 in over 6 years. That's amazing. I just completely made that stat up, but sounds good. Three serves 1. 49 minutes old is this match. Kane, center of the box. The drop, the hit. Oh, looked like it was going to be an ace. Guess it was just short. That's a good high lob serve. Jack forces the splat, leaves it up. Kane re-kills it. 4 serving 1. That's a great shot from Jack.
It's like, Kane's made a conscious effort to go-to serve when he's drive serve instead of Jack's forehand, and I think that's the reason why. Because if he misses that one to the backhand, Jack's really made him pay for the.
Yeah, he's pinched 7 or 8 of those dead kill shots So he's moving him around, and he does have a great serve to Jack's forehand.
Couldn't see it from here. Jack wanted to skip. Brad says good. Did you see it, Mitch?
No, I didn't. I was actually leaning down in the booth here, our makeshift booth, trying to listen to you guys, but no, I didn't see it. It sounded good.
John Scott shot as the ball sails way up front, but Jack is right there. Quick hands, traffic up front. Oh, there's a good shot from Kane. Wow, from his knees, a 360-degree turn, and hits the ball. Jack looking a little bit loose, almost like his wheels are a little shaky right now. Kane's got that, good shot, and a good ceiling ball. Oh, Jack stretches out, tries to get to it, unable to. Great diving get from Kane. Kane's had more dives this match than I've seen him have in a long time.
You know, he looks extremely focused right now playing Jack, and that was very evident early in the first game. And normally Kane's a little more loose, laughing around, joking around. It was straight business from point one.
I think he knew by playing Jack today that the beginning of 2011, Jack was here to play, and you're seeing the best of Kane Waselenchuk. Something that every club player has done is hit himself on a Z serve.
I think Rocky did that earlier tonight, didn't he? No? 1-6. That ball sounds like it may have been broken. I guess not. 6 serving 1. Serve, Jack skips that one in, makes it 7
steady dose of that
serve
serve for the back half of this third game, and Jack's going to have to come up with something because that is definitely the weaker side right now for Jack return and serve.
Byron writing in a question asking when you were going to have a clinic again, you and Shane.
Yeah, we're looking at a couple of dates right now. It's kind of tough with our schedules. We like to do them in the summer, knowing we both have a lot of free time, but we both talked about it, and you know, at the beginning part of this year, our schedule is just super busy. So it'll be April-May action before we get maybe end of March before we get a date lined up. But we'll post it on racquetballu.com, and keep following us. And we also have a little thing that we have a sign up for, and then we actually email everybody who signs up that we're doing a camp. So it's a good way to stay informed and not have to check the site all the time.
And that's racquetball and then the letter U?
Yep, racquetballu.com.
Racquetballu.com. Jason writing in a question asking if we're going to have an iPhone app, or when will be available to stream. Oh!
I yelled as O as loud in the mic as everybody else did.
I yelled O. Pablo yelled O. 1 serving 7. In Spanish, that's actually translated in Spanish as O. But yeah, we'll actually before the end of the year, 2011 year, hopefully before the end of this season, you'll be able to pick up the IRT network on your iPad, your iPhone, your Droid, your flux capacitor, and anything else that plays video. There's a short serve. Larry writing in asking what we're drinking, and it's just water. I promise. Just having fun in the racquetball community. There's a great serve. Big setup up front. Kane goes cross court. Jack unable to get to that one. 8 serving 1. Kane just 3 points away from the finals once again. He won here last year in 3 over Jack. Jack's got to turn it on. He's completely capable of doing it. I still believe he can. But Kane is just too much. Hard to defend against that. Diving on the knees and I mean, what do you do?
You know, I think this match would have taken a completely different complexion or turn if that second game Jack would have been able to get that call, serve at 10-6 or whatever it was. It just changed the total outcome. That's completely deflated Jack's cells, even though he's been trying to play and work through it. It's just something like that is so hard to overcome, and you're seeing the end of the match right now happening.
No, you're right. Game 2 is a critical game. Jack didn't get lucky, or he wasn't fortunate enough to get the calls, and Kane just came out real strong Game 3, and he's 1 point away from being in the finals tomorrow at 12 noon.
And here we go for opportunity at match point number 1. Down the line, and Jack shoots it, says not yet. I'm going to make a comeback here. Jack once again is completely capable of doing it, and what a thrill that would be if Jack came back and took game number 3. Jack with his drive D. Kane down the line. Jack stretches out, gets it. Now Kane re-kills the ball. Kane does a great job of getting in front of his opponent and just burying it in the corners, blocking him out with his body.
And he also hides that shot well. Very deceptive.
Kane back serving. Kane between the legs. Jack set up. Oh, goes down the line. Kane once again goes right. Jack goes left. We're going to try to have the post-game interviews on camera. We may not be able to, though, because the women are going to jump right on, see if we can't squeeze in between them. There's a high Nick lob. Kane down the line. Down the other side. Kane's hitting those lines very nice right now, and not even putting a lot of pepper on the ball, just very effective. Pro Pin HD play of the match coming up in just a few moments. Opportunity number 3 for Kane. D serve. Jack fights the ball off and puts it down. Nice shot. He saw that Z from Rocky last year about 100 times. I don't know that I would. Yeah, I don't know that I would be drive serving to the backhand. You pointed it out earlier.
You know, Jack's backhand return to serves has been spot on all match, and you know, Kane's got a majority of his points off that foot. Wow, that's a great adjustment by Jack. But all of mostly forehand drives. That's where he's been his bread and butter today against Jack, and he's going to come back when he gets in the box and bomb one over there, and I think close it out on his third opportunity.
Jack into the backhand side. Oh, catches the corner. Nice shot. Boy, how amazing would it be if Jack came back here? That would be exciting. Russ predicted that he would. Wow. Kane takes a timeout. 39 feet. He's basically chest to chest with the back wall and finds a way to get it into the corner for a nice, great shot. Recapping this match, Kane is up 2 games to none rather. He won the first 2, 11-5 and 11-9. He's up here 10-3. As a matter of fact, last year, very similar situation. And the third game, Kane was having a hard time closing it out. Took a timeout against Jack on Sunday. Took a timeout, came in and bombed an ace serve over to the right-hand side. I would be interested to see if he does that again. What's Kane taking a timeout like this? Just he's having a hard time closing it out?
I think he's just trying to rub it into Jack and send a message that 2011 is not a year that he's going to be beat. I don't think he's tired. I don't think he's worried about winning the game. I just think it's a little play by Kane to let Jack sit on the fact that he's losing 10-3.
Kane last lost a match in January of 2009 at this club. That was the last time that Kane has lost a match. And that was to Alvaro Beltran, who had to pull out of this tournament due to a back injury. We wish him well. We know he's at home watching and hope a very speedy recovery. One of the most gifted racquetball players I've ever seen, Alvaro Beltran. Brad has called time in. If Kane doesn't come back in a second, he'll probably receive a technical, or is that a side out, or what happens if you take too long?
Get technical.
All right, here we are, opportunity number 4 in the corner. Kane's there, Jack's not, Kane's in the finals. Good timeout for Kane. Good match for both players. Kane wins in 3, 11-5, 11-9, 11-3. More great racquetball action coming up in just a few moments. And we're gonna have the Pro Pin HD player of the game right now, Pablo. Yes, we'll do it right now. Look at that, Kane from the seat of his pants. Let's wind that back. This is my favorite part of the instant replay. Watch Kane right here. Not necessarily textbook, but flat rolls it out nonetheless. Congratulations.